Hey everybody, it's Chris with Expat Theory. If you're new here, welcome. Glad you're here. If you're returning, welcome back. Just got a quick little chat for you today, so hang on just a minute. I'll get right back into it. Alrighty then. I just wanted to chat with you guys today. One of the things I've noticed a lot lately, and in the past, I have seen myself and others seemingly to get caught up in all of the little things that drive you crazy. You kind of get so caught up in all the small stuff that sometimes you forget the big stuff. You know, the small stuff's all wrong, so you kind of forget about the big stuff that's right. And I really think that one of the best ways to help combat getting caught up in that cycle of all the little things being wrong and just becoming an annoyance, adding on, making it where you're just fed up with, everything, and you kind of lose sight of the bigger picture. I think what helps with that is having your plan. Having that plan for long term, big picture, really makes a big difference. It helps you take those smaller things and kind of put them into perspective. How does it really affect your overall plan of what you got going on and where you're going? It literally makes them a lot smaller, a lot less annoying. They're more of an inconvenience, and it just doesn't become such a big thing in your life and what you're doing because the bigger picture and the plan takes over. And I have seen this a lot lately, especially with people talking about the trucking industry. Trucking is not the easiest thing in the world to do. And depending upon your situation, it may or may not be a great thing for you, especially over the road. I've talked about this a number of occasions. Over the road is really difficult if you have any kind of relationships that you have to nurture because you're on your own out here driving around so much and missing so much time with the people that you want to be with. But you get into trucking, it's already kind of a challenge. It's already difficult living in a little box, and then the little things start coming in, little at a time, one thing after another. And you get very disgruntled about everything. And you kind of lose sight of the bigger picture of what you're trying to accomplish. Sometimes people just say to hell with it, and they get out of trucking and they go do something else. Sometimes they change jobs. Sometimes they change companies. They do all of these things because the little things keep adding up. And I don't blame anybody because, heck, if you can find a better position, something that has less thorns in your side, absolutely, go for it, definitely. But I guess one of the things I've noticed is I've been messing around with a couple of groups on Facebook, and I hear so much negativity about what's going on in the trucking industry, and specifically being a truck driver, that they kind of forget the upside. They forget the good things. I'm making more money than I've ever made my whole life. In the last 2.5 years that I've been trucking, I've racked up some cash that I've never made before. I've seen the country from coast to coast. I've been in 45 out of the 48 states now. Um, that's amazing. You know, I've seen some stuff that's just absolutely stunning and beautiful. I really wish my cameras could catch everything that I see. You know, my eyes pick up things a lot better than the cameras do. I was discussing this with a friend of mine the other day, my GoPro. Going down the New Jersey Turnpike when you're coming southbound, on your left, you got this huge port, containers and cranes and all kinds of stuff. And on the right, you got the Newark International Airport. GoPro catches the 4 lanes in front of me. Everything else is so far back and off, you can't really see it. But the eyeballs catch it. They see all of it. And it's such a different sight to see versus what your camera catches. So it makes it really difficult to actually catch, great things on the camera to show you guys. And I was telling my friend, that's why I'm so proud of that one video that I did with the mountain pass way back, going through Utah and Arizona there. Because you could actually see on camera the beauty of the nature that I was seeing with my eyes. I still think it's probably one of my best videos. Anyway, back to the point being is I've really enjoyed being out here on the road. I've enjoyed driving. I really like driving. It's one of my favorite things. And I'm getting paid to do it. I'm getting paid a good wage to do it. So all the little annoying things can stack up on me and get under my skin, but then I have to keep it in mind what the bigger picture is. What's the plan? My plan for saving my money, setting myself up with a good passive income to augment my Social Security so that I can retire to a foreign country in Asia in 8 years becomes high priority over all these little things. It trumps all of it. So if it's just something I have to put up with, something that I have to deal with to get where I gotta go and get to where I want to be, it makes it much more tolerable. When you're so focused on today, trying to get through today, the little things can be almost insurmountable. They can be such big things because it makes your day so much harder. Having that plan, having the bigger picture really helps you put it into perspective. That's only one day. You might have had a really crappy day. I mean, a really crappy day. But it's only one day. I got 8 years. And if every day turned into be a crappy day, okay, yeah, you definitely need to change some things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, though, it puts it back into perspective. It's okay, I've had a really crappy day today. Write it off. Start again tomorrow. And it really helps keep you focused. It really helps keep you on track to have that plan. And I think that's something that a lot of people just aren't seeing. They don't have that plan for years, for decades. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a path. I didn't have an idea. I had no clue of what the hell I was going to do. And it made my life pretty much more miserable because all the little things just kept kicking me and kept kicking me. I always felt down about everything because every time I turned around, something else was there in the way. Some other problem popped up. Always something. I can't tell you how many times I said that exact phrase. It's always something. And that was my perspective. And that was the way I felt every single day. And it made life so much harder. So it goes back to what I've been saying all along on this channel. I really believe in the idea of having a plan for your future and then taking steps to get there. I think it's so beneficial in so many different ways, not just for the big picture, but also for the day-to-day. Having that plan changes everything. It changes your perspective. It changes the way you handle things. It actually helps improve your mood. It's just, I think it's almost critical. And I think it's a thing that has been lost on a lot of people. And if there's anything that comes out of my YouTube channel, I hope it's that. I really do. I hope that somewhere along the line somebody sees this and says, you know what? I'm going to listen to this knucklehead who's screwed up everything he could possibly screw up, but he did get this right. And I'm going to make a plan. That would make the entire YouTube channel completely worthwhile. So, all right, guys, that's just what I wanted to vent and talk about today. I got to go get my load and get on my road and get moving. So, you guys have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.